What's up, everybody? People was asking me, why are the borders open and they're letting so many immigrants come in? Migrants, why are they letting them come in? Because I keep telling you, the whole purpose is to keep black people, not the whole purpose, but part of the purpose is to keep black people as plant minorities. You ever notice the black population in America rarely ever goes past 12%? Rarely ever goes past 12%. That's one of the reasons. And another reason is most of the migrants that come into America, they're called Hispanic, but on paper they're classified as white. Everybody that comes in America, for the most part, on paper is classified as white. Why do you think they let all of them come in here from Sarajevo, Kosovo, and Ukraine? They're white. On paper, they're white. Their race or their nationality is classified as something else. Like when Latinos come in America, their nationality is classified as Hispanic. But on paper, their race is classified as white. Asians are classified as white. People that come in from the Middle East are classified as white. And then most of them, when it's time to vote, they vote Republican. Black people are some of the only people that vote Democrat. And you wonder why things don't get changed in a black neighborhood is because the neighborhood is mixed. But when black people are voting as Democrat, but everybody else on paper is white, and they're voting Republican. That's why. Most Latinos vote Republican. Most Hispanics vote Republican. Most Asians vote Republican. They see things differently as family values and all that shit. Black families are only families that don't stick together and are broken up. And when a woman get welfare, you tell her she can't have a man in the house and shit like that. But everybody else get welfare. Everybody else come to America, they're classified as people of color. They're classified as people of color, but on paper they're classified as white. And they come to America because they get benefits. They get invited. The word immigrant implies choice. Black people, by definition and term, are not immigrants. Black people are not immigrants. Everybody else that comes to America is an immigrant. America is an immigrant nation. The word immigrant implies choice, but by definition and term, black people in America are not immigrants. You got the Cubans that come in from different parts of the Caribbean islands and stuff like that. But when the Africans come to America, they got to go back after a while, and that's why when a boat full of Haitian immigrants, when a boat full of Haitian refugees was on the dock of Miami, when they set up the dock of Miami, what they do? They turned that boat and sent it back to Haiti. They got them Haitians going to try to come into America. Watch, they're going to get sent back. The whole purpose is to always keep black people as a plant minority. And black people, whenever you use that term, people of color, you are erasing yourself. That started with a policy called benign neglect. Benign neglect. It was supposed to ignore black people. And that's why they use terms like people of color, colored people, brown people, ethnic, inner city, poor people, minorities. These are all jaded and ambiguous terms. And you think they're speaking for black people, but they're not. Because black people are plant minorities, so we got to go along with everybody else. As long as there's an unending influx of immigrants coming into this country, they don't see the world the way you see it. They see prosperity and promise when they come to America. Black people don't see that because we've been here all this time. But when they come to America, they get invited. They get benefits. If not, they would stay in their country. They don't come to America to work hard. They can stay in their own country and work hard. They come to America and work hard because they know that there's a reward for it. That's why. I keep saying why immigrants come to the country. They come to this country because they see possibilities and shit like that. And then another reason they're allowed to come into is because a black neighborhood is like a bucket with a bunch of holes in it. Meaning the money don't go from one black hand to another. The money don't go from one black business to another black business to another black business. The money goes from a black hand to an Asian business, a black hand to an Arab business, a black hand to a Hispanic business. Everybody got a business in a black neighborhood. That's why black neighborhoods don't prosper, because that money goes to the immigrants that come to America, and then the immigrants send the money back to their country. But it's by design. That's why black neighborhoods always look jacked up, because the money don't circulate in a black neighborhood. But everybody else got a black neighborhood and the money circulates. And they use their language to build a fence around their community. It's not a handicap when a person comes to America and they can't speak English. They got everything they need right there in their community. They got a hospital, they got a cleaners, they got a barbershop, they got supermarkets. They got everything they need in their community. Black people are the only people that don't have everything we need in our community. Because we fell for the American dream and we don't stick together. Everybody else stick together by virtue of where they're from. They stick together because they got a language. They stick together because they got a culture. That's like I was saying, when most Hispanics come to America, they don't marry everybody else. They marry Hispanics. They stay together. Not saying that black people should marry anybody else that makes them happy, but I'm just telling you that's what it does. They're family oriented. So they don't see they got different family values. So when it's time to vote, they vote on that criteria alone. Duh. That's why they come to the country. That's why they let everybody come, because most of them immigrants, most of them migrants that are coming into America right now, on paper, they're white and they're going to vote Republican. Real simple. If you don't believe me, watch the first 48. Watch the first 48 and watch when they arrest somebody. Try to see what their race is classified as. That's what I'll be doing. When I watch the first 48 and they arrest somebody, I'll always look at their race. Watch and see. Now, I'm not talking about race, skin color. I'm talking about race, what it says on paper. Race is just a nice way of saying category. That's what it means. It's just a nice way of saying category. And you'll see, most times when they leave the border open and them people coming to America, they're going to vote. They're classified as white on paper. They're classified as white, and they're going to vote Republican. Real simple.